is Wanja Harrison. I'm a born-again Christian, married to one husband, David Harrison. I'm married for 7 years and I have 2 children. This is Tugi Harrison and Wangai Harrison. Wangai is 4.5, Tugi is 1. She just turned 1 in October. Wangai is still at home, not in school yet. It's a decision. It was very deliberate for us and myself and my husband. Why? It's just for the sake that I remember how school was, my first day in school, and he also does. I even remember the shoes I was wearing. Remember those butter shoes that had like a heel? Yeah, that was my first shoe to school. I remember I went to school, and because my mom had taught us these songs before we went to school, and the teacher, that was my first day in school, the teacher was like, who can teach us a song? And I sang a song in Kikuyu, and no one was singing with me, and I could not understand how anyone wasn't singing, because it's common knowledge, at least to me, but that's very alive for me till today. And I know if I took my child to school at 3 or 2, he wouldn't have that, And for us, it was first let him get attached to the home first. They always say, I'm yet to know who they are. They always say that let the child first get attached to the home before you let them go. We were very deliberate with our kids, and we decided, you know what, we also want that for them. Let them play, let them enjoy being at home, I remember playing cat even before I went to school, and playing with mud, playing in the rain, climbing trees, all those things. And those, right now, most kids don't have that, and I don't want to steal that from my child, because I hold it very dear, and my husband as well. We decided that we'll make his experience at home not boring, so that he doesn't have to say, oh hey, can I also go to school like the other kids? The stories he hears outside also he needs to relate to them. We came up with a plan that his mornings, we do a lot of brain development activities, and then in the afternoons, when the other kids are back from school, then he can go outside and also play with them. So it's kind of like a balance. We are Christians, so it's standard for us. When you wake up, the first thing is tell Jesus, thank you for waking me up. You do Bible, and then after that, you go wash your face, get ready for the day, then have tea, and then after that, he goes and starts on his activities. So I had to get my nannies on board. I'm on my 3rd now, so I have to get them on board, so that I always say, if your nanny or your help understands your vision, it's very easy for them to do what you want to do when it comes to your children, And so in the mornings, I'm at work, but I've trained them and I've showed them this is what you don't have to show them like a whole curriculum thing, maybe a day-by-day thing, like this is what he's been doing, this is what we want to do. So he has numbers, he does alphabets, he does phonics, he does painting, coloring, shapes, he draws, he does all that. So we've gone step by step. Also, I've also borrowed from other curriculums that I'd want my child to get into. We are very big on 844, but it also has to make sense. I don't want my child to go through what I went through, and also my husband as well. So it's not all about cramming, and overworking a child, but it has to bring out the best out of your child. For us, that's what we want. If he gets bored, it's okay. It's more of play. It's, can you draw this shape? What shape is this? Can you color in here? Can you try and join the dots? Oh, I did it, yes! Something like that. So it's more of play, not classroom learning, but he doesn't know he's learning. Because now when he comes back and maybe his cousins or his friends are like, I can count up to 10, and be like, oh, me too, I can do it, So it's more of play, it's not really learning, but he doesn't know that. And that's what I've also told my nanny. my help. It normally takes about 2 hours because it's playing for him and he's very engaged. So after 2 hours, I always say, okay, you can now. If he says he wants to stop, it's okay. But if he wants to read, it's still fine, So you can give him books, and he normally goes through his books. He has lots of books, and he'll ask you, what is this? What does this mean? What does this say? And because of that, you always find him saying, Mama, can you teach me how to read so that I can read this book by myself, But he's not yet there, and I know he's not yet there. So after the 2 hours, then he plays with his toys. So he has lots of toys. He can do whatever he wants. After lunch, he goes out to play. The other kids are already back from school. So then he also has that balance. So then up until 4 o'clock. After 4 o'clock, he gets into the house, cleans up, takes tea, and then he goes to nap. Yeah, so he naps once a day. So that's between 4:30 to 6. By then, we're already home. So when he wakes up, we are home. And when we are home, then he can watch something, like, say, Barney. Also now, what we allow them to watch is also very deliberate. We have to go through. They have enough videos. Specifically, we have Paw Patrol. And not all Paw Patrol. We realized the latest seasons had other content that we weren't really keen about. Again, for us, we watch all the content so that we know what they're watching, if it's good. Again, we try to limit it to about 30 minutes to 45. 45 is max. But there's sometimes they binge watch, but really we try not to do that. Typically, that's how a day is with Wagai. But again, not every day is the same, because some night we have different things that we do every evening, and we try and be very, engaging or very interactive in the house, or very in their business. I don't know how I can say that, but we don't have a live-in nanny. Very deliberate again, because we wanted to know exactly what's going on, being in there. Like I said, when we come home, we watch them in the evening. Just before they go to bed, we feed them. We know we're, as a family, the way you'd be as a family in the evenings, that's what we do. There's this whole thing about my husband has come up with that. I don't know if it's still going to work, but let's see how it's going to work. There's an electronic ban in this house after 7, which doesn't really work. But we try not to have electronics. It's been working, but sometimes you'll see someone pull a phone or something. But after 7, no electronics. So meaning it's conversation, it's whatever it is that's happening. So Monday and Tuesdays we don't have anything. But Wednesday we have Bible study, where we go to some of our pals' house and we have Bible study there. So on Thursdays we have game night. Then on Friday it can be movie night, or it can be something fun night, but where we watch something together normally. And then Saturdays are very relaxed. But now for Thursday when it's game night, we do board games, and it's game night. It's Thursday. That's what happens. It's Thursday. So that's what we do, like on a game night. It depends on whatever it is. Sometimes it's dancing, and especially on Fridays we do music most times. And my husband is a keyboard player, so he'll be here and we're doing worship. And one guy has a ukulele, so he does that. He's still learning, and have a guitar. And sometimes we do that for Fridays when we're not watching something. This whole thing about parenting, my husband and I were always joking, saying, ni shida ya kujitakia. We actually went to it willingly. So meaning, if God blessed us with that gift, then it's only right that we live in that calling, being a guardian, being a parent, and bringing out the best. You've been given something in your hand, so make it the best that you can and let God perfect the rest. So what we decided is that how best can we as working parents be engaged at home and be available for them and make them have the best of what we can offer.